Hello, welcome to today's lecture. Today's lecture is going to be different from all of the other ones. Today's lecture is about my mother. We have a message from Lantos about my mother. Now, some of you are aware that my mother had a severe stroke a few years ago. On September 22nd of this year, my mother passed away. Those of you who met her, you had the opportunity to understand the limitless love, light, grace that she had for everyone. Those of you who didn't meet her, she was a wonderful woman. The message we have today is applicable to everyone, but it is about my mother. I want to go through with you an experience that we had on the day that my mother passed away. But in order to go through that and the message from Lantos, we need to back up to 2010. In 2010, we started having people from Taiwan come to America for the Genesis Acceleration Program, the Chair of Genesis course. Now, my mother's name was Linda. I, of course, called her Mom. So everyone from Taiwan decided they would call her Linda Mama. And this caught on, so a lot of people called her Linda Mama. Then, a year and a half ago, when Lantos started talking with Cindy about the importance of inception seed, Appalachian seed, mission seed, and the fact of the Appalachian seed needing to be in harmonic resonance with the inception seed, Cindy did the calculations for every member of the family, and we were all fine except for my mother. Her name, Linda, did not resonate harmonically with her inception seed. Cindy asked Lantos about this, and Lantos said, that's because that is not her name. And this caught Cindy off guard, because she was pretty sure that Linda had been her name her whole life. Lantos then proceeded and he said, her name has been given to her by the light of Genesis. Her name is Linda Mama. So that gave us great joy that all of those people from around the world had come up with this name, Linda Mama, and that Lantos said that was the name that she had been given by the light of Genesis. Now we fast forward to September 22nd of this year, the day that my mother passed away. Her death was rapid and unexpected. She went into the hospital and she was stable, and within an hour she had passed away. About 10 minutes before the doctors knew that something was wrong, my sister already knew something was going to happen. She could see outside the window of my mother's hospital room a giant flying seed pyramid. The spiraling pyramid of the flying seed had formed. In the place of each of the 81 seeds, there was an angel. Each angel was colored to match the color of the seed for that location. And in the center of the flying seed pyramid was a golden orb housing the light of my mother. When my mother died, the golden orb shifted to the apex, the top of the flying seed pyramid. My sister, my father, and I were there. My brother was out of the country. He was unable to be there. But my sister, my father, and I went outside into the parking lot. There, my sister noticed something shifting. The flying seed pyramid was collapsing. It was flattening. That golden orb of my mother's light at the apex was at the center of it. And it then formed the golden form. Earlier this year, I showed you pictures in a video of the formation of the golden form, the great star of Genesis. The golden form has a golden orb, a golden sphere at the center. And emanating out from there, 81 golden feathers. This formed from the flying seed pyramid when it flattened. My sister, my father, and I went to a different location where we could see things better. And by we, I mean Cindy. Dad and I were just listening to her explain what was happening. She explained that the golden form was expanding. Over the course of the next 30 minutes to 1 hour, it expanded throughout the entire horizon, and it continued to expand from there. So that was our experience with the passing of my mother. It gave us great joy and great warmth and great light to know that that was what was happening. Lantos gave us a message for the family, and at the end of that message he would say we would speak more about these things. And today he gave another message, and this message is for you. Greetings, dear ones. Human form, human life is a great blessing. It is the joy of the universal form to assume the boundaries of human existence. In this transformation, one enters the human physical state through a pathway. It is a channel of expression of the source of creation, which carries the light of the universal form into the material realm. All of creation is the expression of the source. The source expresses through the process of reflection. Through reflection, seeds emerge, seeds of creation. Pathways form through principles of harmonics between the seeds. The individual expression of the source, emerging from a seed, travels along a pathway to achieve further expression in a more concrete, more material form. This is the process which occurs from the source, through its own reflection into expression. Through reflection, light of the source is generated, and through a seed, this individual light is sprouted and delivered through a pathway into form. A seed is associated with each form of expression. The individual expression of the light of the source is carried into a new form, a more material form of expression. With each new form, the individual light of the source travels from a seed through a pathway into form. There are innumerable forms of expression, yet each form is an individual expression of the light of the source. Each form makes the journey through the seeds of creation into life, into existence. Deep bonds between individual expressions of the light of the source remain throughout the passages from one expression into the next. In this way, the individual light of the source may gain greater knowledge, greater experience of all aspects of creation. Fullness is the source. Fullness is the goal. Throughout the journey of the seeds, one expands in layers of experience until this feather of expression of the light of the source is illumined in fullness. Fullness of the source. As the individual expression of the light of the source gains the realization of the value of fullness, which is greater than the totality of all expressions of creation, then this feather gains freedom from the realm of the boundaries of the process from seed through pathway to form and back to a new seed, a new pathway, a new form. This feather may travel in and out of the totality of the layers of creation, visiting form, visiting layers of light, and enjoying the full radiance of the source in all. This is the story of creation and all forms of expression. All of creation celebrates as a feather achieves freedom. The seed of illumination is the final seed of transformation for the individual expression of the light of the source, the beloved feather. With our beloved Linda Mama, creation celebrates. The seed of illumination for our precious Linda Mama is infinity sprouts. As a feather achieves freedom, the seed of illumination is particularly significant. Through the enlivenment of this seed, one opens to the light of this great universal form. Light and blessings are received through the enlivenment of the seed of illumination for one with whom a bond exists. This is the role of Master with the disciple. The blessings of the Master extend beyond the boundaries of one material form. This is also the role of husband and wife. The bond shared extends beyond the material layers, and when one attains illumination, the other is transformed in the shower of blessings. So too, in the constructs of the family. When one member of the family attains illumination, all members receive the great blessings. With our beloved Linda Mama, Director of the Light of Genesis for Earth, all of our dear Masters of the Light may receive the blessings through the enlivenment of infinity sprouts. Very good. Very good. Now, in celebration for our luminous, beloved Linda Mama, we will hear the words of the great being of Venus. And here, a different being came to Cindy, the great being of Venus. These are the words of the great being of Venus. Green is the color of the verdant hills. A gentle rain settles upon the slopes. The empty cloud rises through layers of form. I am full. Forever I am full. My gaze turns within. Through rotations I begin. A song from the silence of the deep. A reflection of the source gives rise to the course. I am full. Forever I am full. Radiance abounds. A warmth surrounds. The bonds of love are not lost. Feathers return as the journey unfolds. I am full. Forever I am full. With wings of pure light, my spirit takes flight. I have seen through the veil of the mists a truth so sublime, the knowledge of all time. I am full. Forever I am full. Many blessings.